Tribunal has come out and said it approves the merger. Of course, the Competition Commission had forwarded some of the conditions to them to say this is what we looked at, and based on this is why the deal should be approved. Well, the merging partners, AB-Inbev and SAB-Miller, have been working with each other to make sure they appease the local economy and the Treasury as well, and the SAB in terms of what the deal will bring for the economy. So the first thing there will be foreign direct investment that will be coming into the country, as well as there had to be job surety. We knew that FAWU was worried about the employment, because during mergers normally what happens is that the first people to go would be the workers. But in this case, AB-Inbev has made sure and has guaranteed South African government that there won't be any job losses for at least 5 years for the people working there. But another worry by FAWU was that will there be a share scheme dividend for workers, since the managers and CEOs will be getting a piece of that 1.5 trillion.
So already the conditions attached to the deal, the preliminary or draft conditions, were quite tight. In the statement by the Competition Tribunal, it looks like they've tightened issues even further in terms of the conditions. How technical have they gotten here?
It's very technical. I mean, last week, Heineken SA, who owns about 10% of the beer market in South Africa, was worried about how big the deal is. I mean, this would mean SAB-Miller will add about 200 more brands to its arsenal, which could possibly push out the small guys. So it was saying to the Competition Tribunal, let's make sure that even in the fridge space, that's how technical it got, in the fridge space, that we've got at least 10% of our brands in there, and we make sure that there are no underhand tactics that would push out the smaller guys, these being Heineken SA and smaller brewers as would be.
So by the looks of it, the deal has really, the Competition Tribunal has really tried to accommodate the issues raised by unions. As employees of SAB-Miller in South Africa, their jobs secure for now.
Their jobs are secure for now, but another prize that they wanted from the share deal was that employees of the share scheme Zenzele would get a payout like CEOs, like managers would in the merger deal. And failing to do so, they'd also put forward that at least there must be an ex gratia payment for the employees of about 165,000, which would also cost the merging partners about 1.5 million. It's not clear whether that's come out yet, but for them, they would rather have the scheme collapsed, which is the only way they would get a payout from the deal.
Is it basically signed, sealed and delivered in terms of the South African process for this deal? What happens next?
Well, for the South African process, it looks signed, sealed and delivered, because 1 billion will be put into the local farmers in terms of supply, which is what the Department of Economic Development was worried about in terms of what will the deal bring in terms of skills development, in terms of farming development. But AB-Inbev and SAB-Miller did their homework there. They've got a 1 billion rand fund that will be extended to smaller farmers and smaller producers to supply the local brewers. And in terms of the entire deal in itself, foreign direct investment was the first thing they brought up. And I think from what the tribunal has brought out, South Africa is very happy with the deal.